So this time I've got 10 rounds loaded only. I don't want to put you through the painful process of watching me shoot, especially with this. I'm going to take my time a little bit more and see if I can tighten that group up a little. Just make it a little bit more acceptable. Snappy little. Pull that last one. And again, I'm having to slide stuff. But let me show you. First couple mags, this is what it looked like. And let's bring you in now. Again, sorry about the bump. That was only 10 right now, but it's getting better. So it's better. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run some Fort Scott through it. So stay tuned. So here we are with the Hellcat, actually the Hellcat Pro, and now we're going to put some Fort Scott. Love this stuff. Fort Scott Munitions, not a sponsor, I just love this stuff. Let's see how it goes. 80 grains coming at you at about 12, almost 1,300 feet per minute. Should be good. It's very soft shooting ammo at 80 grains. That's me again riding the slide stop. But man, that stuff is good. Alright, thanks for putting up with all that shooting, and now let's go to the tabletop. Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to take a quick look at the Springfield Hellcat Pro. And it's going to be a little bit of a different video here because it's not a full review, it's more of a sharing of ideas. And wanted to let you know why I decided to take another look, because we've done videos on this one in the past. But why did I decide to take another look, and perhaps with the idea of this Hellcat Pro replacing my Glock 48 as my daily carry? There's a lot of reasons why it should, but did it replace my Glock 48? Well, first, just so the people that haven't seen him, if for some reason you're not aware of it, it comes in the Springfield box, and perhaps by the end of the video I'll learn how to speak. It comes with this pouch. The gun comes in here with 2 mags, and in here you got your lock and your paperwork. All right, so the Hellcat Pro. Let me just get this out of the way. And yes, everything has been safety checked. The Hellcat Pro, it looks like an awesome package. I love the way the gun looks. The size of the grip is very good for me. Then the sights. I love the front sight. I'm not a big fan of that U in the rear. Let's see if I can get that to focus a little bit more. But that's pretty much your sight picture right there. The last Hellcat that I got, I actually blacked out the rear one just with a marker. I colored in the white, and it worked a lot better for me. But as always, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. Springfield didn't send me this gun. They don't send me anything anymore. I think they're mad at me because I gave my honest opinion about the original Hellcat. They send me the original Hellcat, and I haven't heard from them since. So, not that it matters. Okay, let's get back on track. Overall, I love the front sight. I'm not crazy about the rear sight. It's pretty awesome that it comes optics ready. The Glock, you have to go to the MOS to get that. And you got a 2-slotted rail in the front. What I really like about this one is that it now has the apex trigger. And yes, it does make a big difference. From the factory, the Hellcat Pro trigger was pulling this one, was pulling around 6, a little bit 6.25, somewhere in there. Now with a Hellcat with a apex trigger installed in it, it's pulling at 5, pretty consistently. Very nice. And it's got the little safety dingus right here. And as you can see, it just disappears flat into the trigger shoe. So I really like that. Pulls right there. Very smooth. It is consistent. Hits the wall. About 5 pounds to break it. And you're right there. And then for your reset. There, you heard it. And then you're instantly at the wall. And it breaks again. Just superb trigger now. I love the Apex products. And I did reach out to Apex. And they were kind enough to send this trigger for their review. So thank you very much for that. And they also send me the mag release button. Come on, focus. You see it here? They call it the extended mag release. And it makes a big difference. Again, you've heard it in my prior videos. I have medium-sized hands. And if you insert one of the two 15-round metal mags that come with a Hellcat Pro, having a normal grip, I can reach it with no problem without breaking my grip. So it ejects the mags perfectly. Like I said, 2 metal mags. Let me get that out of the way. Let me get the boxes out of the way. Okay, that was professional. The sights. I like the front sight with a tritium. I like the green. Love the fact that it comes optics ready. And I'm not a big fan of the U-notch in the back colored white with a white color. My prior Hellcat, which was actually a gun that Springfield did send me for review, I just grabbed a black marker and colored this white line, and then it worked fine. Now, if you remember, or if you didn't see it, I have videos on the Hellcat, on the regular Hellcat, and I was not very kind to it because it wasn't for me. Come on, focus. It really wasn't for me. It was not a comfortable or an enjoyable shooting experience. So I thought the Hellcat Pro, and going back to why I started to tell you that, is I think Springfield just got mad at me, or they just send guns to people that are going to only give them positive reviews. But that's not what you're going to get here. You're going to get the truth based on my experience with whatever gun or product I'm reviewing. Anyway, back on track. I really liked the way this felt in my hand. I love the fact that it's got 15 rounds. So you got 15 plus 1. I liked a lot the texture, and I said that on the original Hellcat. But also not only they have it all the way around, but also up here and on the landing pads or indexing points on both sides. It's not fully ambi, but the mag release is reversible. And it's got a 2-slotted rail so you can have accessories. So it's a gun that comes with everything. It's very thin. Let me take a look at it here. If you compare it against what you know now, it's my current carry, which is the Glock 48. If you want to take a look at this trigger, I think you can hear how gritty it is. Let me compare it to this one. You can hear this. It just feels a lot more gritty than the Apex trigger. And this one has all the internals polished. It's all factory internals, but it has been polished. And then brakes, and then your reset right there. Size-wise, the Glock 48 is going to be a little bit bigger. Get this thing to focus. There you go. Glock 48 is going to be a little bit longer. Width-wise, they're very similar, but this is where the Hellcat shines. Width-wise, you see the grips are very similar, but they're almost identical in length. And the Glock 48 on your right has 10 rounds from the factory. I know about the Shield Arms mags. I own them. But the Hellcat on the left of your screen, it's got 15 plus 1. So should this replace this? So that was the question. That's what I was looking at. And like I said, for all intents and purposes, the answer should be yes. But I'm going to tell you right now that the answer is no. The Glock 48 is going to remain in my holster on a daily basis. And mostly because it's hard to explain, but again, don't jump all over me on the comment section. You can't, you probably will anyway, but it feels good in the hand. It's loaded with features out of the box. It's got 15 rounds. Now it's got the Apex components with a trigger and the extended mag release that makes it awesome. So then why am I struggling? Why am I saying no, it's not going to be my next carry gun? For a very simple reason. I take it to the range, and when I shoot it, it's not a pleasant experience. I'm combat accurate with it. I can hit a torso, 15, 20, 25 yards, no problem. Inside of 10 yards, no problem. But it's not enjoyable. There's something about the recoil impulse, there's something about the way this gun hits my hand that it's not a pleasant experience. And I think I figured it out. I figured out why. And if you take a look at the grip, you can see the grip is very square, especially compared to the Glock. See how much the Glock is pretty round? I hope the focus is catching up there. The Glock on your right, you can see how it's very round. And the Hellcat on your left, or the only one left right now, on the left, what happens is, it forms an edge here on both sides, but the one that bothers me is the one on the right over here. The way when you grip is that edge that is on this side all along my hand, that's where the recoil goes. So when you're grabbing, it's that part that recoils into my hand. I know I'm not dancing around in my hand like that. I'm just trying to give you a visual. It just bounces around in my hand like this. Let's say if you're feeling the recoil impulse. And it is this square edge that makes it uncomfortable. And that is the reason why the Hellcat Pro is going to go away, and it will not make it into my everyday holster. So it's something that I struggled with because everything feels good. It feels great in the hand when you're not firing it. Loaded with features. I was actually going to start mounting a red dot on it. And then I thought, no, you know what? I'm not going to. And the reason for it is it's not a comfortable shooting experience. And I usually tell you on the videos, and I tell people, and I do it, you have to practice with the gun you carry. You have to practice, and practice some more. And if I'm going to be spending so much time at the range with my carry gun, I want it to be a comfortable experience. It's not going to be, it's a 9mm, it's on the lighter side, it's on the thinner side. I understand that maybe it's going to be snappy, but I still want it to be a comfortable, or at least an enjoyable experience. And so far, the Hellcat Pro has not provided that, and neither did the original Hellcat. Now recently I've seen some videos from a very large YouTube channel just singing the praises of how incredible the Hellcat Pro is. So my question to you is, what am I missing? Anyway, I rambled on a little too long, but that's what I had for you today. Hellcat Pro is not going to make it into my daily carry holster. It's going to go bye-bye. I look forward to your comments. It's going to be interesting. I'm very curious to learn what you have to say about this. And as always, please remember that I upload videos every Friday morning, as well on Wednesday mornings when my schedule allows. I'm very active on Instagram, and there you can see what's coming down the pipeline to the channel way before it hits YouTube. So I would appreciate a follow there. I'm going to ask everybody, pray for our country. We need it right now. And until the next time, God bless.